This Louis XIII limited edition is from one cask. Each bottle costs $22,000. So this is a Toyota Camry, if you will, sitting right here. And we're lucky enough to come here and taste it with Remy Martin today.
Before we share this tasting of Louis XIII rare cask, what I did a few minutes ago is I actually poured a few drops of this very cognac, Louis XIII rare cask, into this glass and made sure that it was covering the inside walls of the glass. The point of this is to make sure the glass is already full of the same dimensions of aromas before we get to taste it.
What makes it so special? What am I going to taste here?
What is unique about Louis XIII rare cask is the fact that I discovered one and only tierçon, the very unique type of cask, had very particular aromatic personality compared to the classic Louis XIII. So closely you can bring this glass closer to your nose. You begin to get this really intense feeling and harmonious aromas. The striking notes are what she defines as autumn-like notes. You know, those olfactive impressions that you get in the fall. And to be more specific, notes of fresh walnut that come in addition of dried fruit impressions. So now that, you've got the first olfactive impressions, you can taste. You start with a very small drop. This drop is going to really cover your entire palate, as little as it is.
So when you walk into a bar, everyone sees the Louis XIII bottle, and it's very expensive, it's very fine, it's considered the king of cognac. Why is that?
Louis XIII is indeed the king of cognac. The first reason is actually because it comes from the Grande Champagne, which is the first growth, the most desirable region of cognac. Louis XIII is a blend of 1,200 different components. The youngest ones are approximately 40 years old, the oldest ones 100 years old. For that reason, it is the result of 100 years of know-how. And when we have a glass of Louis XIII in our hand, we need to pay respect to this 100 years, this century of effort by 4 generations of cellar masters.
So you're blending barrels now that you will never taste?
Absolutely, this is exactly right. Pierre Trichet is selecting and blending some eau de vie, some barrels today that will become Louis XIII in 100 years. She will never taste them, obviously, and it is part of her role as a cellar master to have enough humility to be able to say, I am creating this legacy that I'm going to pass on to the next generation. I am at the service of Louis XIII.